So, the SOG guys did really well for their mission. In terms of how much it hurt the Germans, it's, I'd say moderate to heavy, but we'll start seeing the effects of that next mission. So they put some Willy Pete right here, cooked one of these guys, did some pretty heavy damage to the others, but you got the Soviet forces right here, not really even in engagement range. They're starting to fire back. At least some of them. I'm going to increase their global coefficients here. Just so we have them start engaging. I'll try to fold these guys more inland there. You got these local forces still moving up, so. Oh, Elon actually was able to buy Twitter? As far as I knew, he was only bidding for it.
We're killing shitters.
Command, this is Bravo. It's gonna take some time because people are coming back to this area.
Alpha hold for now. Gate on the... Engage in stationary. Do you know what stationary means?
Do you know what stationary means as they proceed to keep moving up?
Back out.
I open up my browser. To buy Twitter in the 44. Okay, yep, so he is doing it. Good for him. Good for him. I don't really have anything else to comment about that, though. So, you know, whatever he wants to do, feel free, but not really going to affect me or what I'm doing.
Stay behind for now, since...
Alright, so this group is slowly moving ahead. I've got these Soviet guys hiding in bushes here. Just blew that guy away. I think Tank just took an AK round. Ooh, grenade thrown. And then he was flanked. That grenade goes off, and now you've got a force in here. I want to see if I can move these guys up with minimal issues. I got to watch these guys like a hawk because I don't want them to fold into the sides of the tunnel and cause issues. Yeah, so I do have some RPD guys right here as well. I'm going to have this guy fold prone. You got the Vix moving up otherwise. That guy, I'm just going to say drowns. Ooh, RPD just took out King of Kings there. Good headshot.
Fuck.
Alright, I want to get on that Dishka turret. Ooh, good Willy Pete cook right there. And he's got the Dishka. But yeah, I like to use the Willy Pete's manually because they don't always cause a lot of damage. And that guy just, yeah, he ran through and died. These guys are just moving through the tunnel otherwise. Not sure, yeah, so that was Chabokas with that cook. Great shot, mind you. Just now I'm trying to, you know, send some stuff up on the flank, but they don't want to go. So I'll try sending those forces up. Now I gotta wonder, though, the rest of these forces, they appear to be back here just relaxing. I might go ahead and try to send a flanking force over here just for the hell of it to give them something to
This
do.
is Bravo to all Poseidons. How far out are you?
And you got this force all the way back here for whatever reason. As this primary force here is smoking out this tunnel.
Just make your way over across the tunnel area into that, like a small... Yeah, Yeah, to the hill wake.
Yeah, the Dishka guy wasn't wearing any clothes. That's definitely correct. I'm going to set accuracy up to about 25 over. Want to see if that improves things slightly, because right now it's a little balanced in the player base's favor. They're taking some decent hits, but that's also because of machine gunners and whatnot.
Alright, Mac, I'm gonna clear out the tunnel real quick.
Let's more.
Got another RPD guy firing.
Continue on task, shall we?
You got the rest of this force pushing up here.
This is Bravo. We are just on top of the tunnels.
Yeah.
He's got the hit on him. But yeah, no, we have another Dishka back here suppressing him.
This is Bravo trying to find our way.
Is Bravo still above the tunnel, though? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they're completely off course right now, unfortunately. Yep, you got this force firing at the Vic convoy back here.
There's a couple of guys by the rocks.
Now they're starting to sight him out. So gun crews are going to start engaging that. I got these guys otherwise slowly moving up, trying to take the tunnel. I think they just sniped the Dishka guy off. Yep, good shot. He has his clothes on. I don't know why the other guy didn't have clothes, but, you know, it's a mystery. Gonna get AT out.
Killed the two guys in front of the Vic.
RPGs. Fuck!
Oh, that's kinda rude. Watch out for the vehicle going up. There's gonna be more RC. Watch out.
Another. Incoming!
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, that's that. Go send one back real quick.
Yeah, I'll send one back. Last truck.
Hazmat, why are you trying to
I
climb?
just got high. I got myself unstuck.
Yeah, for the record, you guys, I didn't design this mission for you to go up there, but, you know, you do you. Alright.
Was the tunnel like a custom thing?
I mean, if you want to go above the tunnel, feel free. It's just, you know, there's nothing up there, so. Yeah, so they're working on that stuff.
Brown, this is Bravo. So want us to go down the tunnels?
Where are you currently? Your location, Bravo.
This dude's naked.
This is Bravo. Send.
Where are you, Bravo?
We're on top of the rocks, the tunnels.
Yeah, they're on top of the tunnel for
Okay,
some
hit a
silly
bit.
reason.
Negative. The rocks are just gonna. The rocks are still getting higher and higher, so we're trying to find our way out over it.
Again, I don't understand why they
Yeah.
went over it, but, you know, it's the player base. They can be very silly. Now they're, you know, up there just taking a shit ton of fire. And I'll move all the stuff I had on this side up to harass them at the ground level. Meanwhile, you got these Vics now getting harassed by these infantry groups finally coming over and around, so. I don't know, just a weird combination of events here.
We're gonna be.
Why is this force still moving up here? Karn yelling at him. Yeah, they're set to combat. Yeah, you got these guys up on the ridge now. I'm trying to charge them locally with infantry here. But they're divided among 3 groups right now. I guess a follow-up question is, oh no, he can't look up there with the Type 56 there. These guys are being bottlenecked right here. Whew. They're moving through accordingly. Hey, go back. Yeah, I know. This is
Bravo. The eyes on the
that's a prairie fire asset, but yeah, it does look like the modern day cope cages. I'll give you that.
Riflemen on the mountains just behind it.
Okay, can you get down from there to the west without dying?
Alright, I'm gonna continue to send infantry up. But now we have this group of infantry right here. It's quite the mess. And you're hearing explosives off in the distance.
I repeat, can you get down from there without dying towards the west?
This is Bravo, we'll try our best.
I'm gonna send that truck up. Of course, he doesn't want to drive. There we go. And that's just to harass that group that's now coming down across the side. Also, I think my ping box is broken. Unless he re-pinged a minute ago. Oh, my Soviets are adorable.
That was his upper torso, but it's a 20 mil. Motherfucker! Hey, I think you should have it as no Geneva Convention yet. Pretty sure we use black weapon when we get the infantry unit. We're the Nazis. There's no Geneva.
There is no Geneva.
Oh, shot from jumping across the river. First fire.
We've made it across the tunnel. We're currently engaging the shitters on the other side of the river. That's also what right below us.
Cool, can you come back here?
Say again?
So
Can you come back
why...
here to the intersection and clear the road?
Yeah, we'll do it once we're not being engaged by Dishka.
Alright, wake me up when you're ready.
There we go. Let me jump over. Almost time to start using the full squads, but...
Bravo,
wait,
can
no,
you
that's
clear
now.
the fucking remainder of the road? Because there's a lot of shit pushing from the southeast of us.
Copy. We're coming in from behind them.
I don't think they can, based off of their position, but
From where?
they're certainly trying.
Oh, where did you come down the hill?
Say good.
Where did you come down the hill from?
Wait one. Lost. The marker is our last known position.
That's it, that guy's making it away, but
You can get down from there and without dying, that's
it's like
fine.
they're driving
Just
one of the
road.
Vics through the bridge over there. They got the truck picked off, but I've got riflemen now engaging them and keeping them pinned right here. Start picking up RPDs and they're trying to engage from afar. The ping box means anyone that pings me, I can check who did it. It's part of, I think, Crow's Zeus add-ons. It's a nifty little feature. The number keeps rising because it's how many seconds since they've pinged. There we go. 1 second.
Oh yeah, facing. Don't move. Seems to be recovering somewhat.
Stand by. They do not want to follow my orders. Okay.
Well, the enemies are dying when you shoot them, that's a plus. Just the players are rubber banding.
Get the dot.
That would be our, I'm just gonna call him Mr. Russia for the time being. Alright, try moving around. I think it's settled.
Yep, seems like it.
Okay. Our good friend that's been bugging us for 6 weeks. He's just something I've accepted at this point, to be perfectly honest. The player base has accepted as well, and we're just doing our best to mitigate where we can.
Because I can see you just walking down the road.
So, Wild Fox, this happens to be German scientific engineering technology, okay? This is how Nazi Germany's top scientists that moved to Argentina in this world are dealing with an energy problem, okay? And yeah, exactly, Korvac. That.
There was a guy behind that orange building.
Just accept it and move on. It's all you can do at that point.
It's fine. Don't worry about the south just yet.
We're getting shot from the south.
Just a part of Wee-Woo's life at this point. So Crab, what we've done in the meantime is make sure that the server will never crash from a DOS, but in the off chance that it does, we just decide what we want to do. So for example, last week when the server did have a decent crash, I decided to just start the mission, put a nice AT round up there, but didn't really do much. It just depends on what the player base wants to feel like. Still unable to pinpoint? Well, they're using proxies. We're never going to pinpoint it. Do they ever have a service for it or just a large botnet and they just cherry pick which IPs to utilize? But my money's on a service. They're not that hard to find and utilize, but whatever. Back to the op at hand. That guy just had his fucking face blown up. Okay. Just a matter of, you know, just deal with it accordingly. Just another thing to tell my people, hey, you know, this will happen. It'll probably happen once or twice during the op. Just here's the policy. Move on. Because, I mean, what can you do at that point, you know? NordVPN, yeah. Because that'll totally fix everything, right?
A single rifle, I'm tearing your asshole apart.
VPNs don't fix server-side issues, my guy.
We're just not going to throw a guy on it.
Alright, there's a Willie Pete round, which they put pretty well on the middle of the group, so I'll kill the rear guy because I know it's going to expand up there, but these two are going to be fine from it.
Hey Mac, if you want to, the fucking tunnel is a pretty good place to set up for the R&R. There's also a bunch of Dishka trucks you can hold the southeastern road with.
So I know I'm going to save this guy around.
Cool. Can we stay on the bridge?
Say again?
Yeah.
I'm on the bridge. Need to cross it.
Another squad southeast low. God damn it, killed him. Someone bring up a dish so they can please. Yeah.
Oh! I just shoot so hard I died. Yep, alright, cool. Sometimes they kill me so hard that it actually interrupts my stream because it causes me to accidentally tab out, which I find hilarious. Oh, are they actually starting to set up right there? Excellent. Can I see them yet? No. Well, once they start coming over that bridge, I will. And that's where I get to pinpoint shoot people. Oh, soon TM, soon TM. How's that doing? Let's put these guys back over here. Some of them just don't want to maneuver. That's fine. Once they cross the bridge, I'll start utilizing the full squads with the RPGs. Wild, it's not that.
Hey, Bravo, you think you can make it across the bridge or is it still a bit tough?
That would only be for DOS attacks, not DDoS attacks. So that statement is inherently false, but...
Yeah, we're also... Alpha is also detained with QRF in the southeast.
I kill the shooters on the hill, please. Never mind. Bravo's cut.
There'll be a different time and place to discuss something like that. Let's just keep it on the op in the meantime. I'm waiting to start seeing something try to cross the bridge so I can potentially boop it here.
130.
Yeah, they're trying.
Nice, that's small.
Yeah, Ren, you've been here for a hot second, haven't you?
Yep.
Go directly under the bridge to get over.
No, Wild. Nothing like that.
So
Ooh, they're gonna try to smoke it.
Go under the bridge if it's too hot on the top.
Under the bridge, I mean, yeah, they could swim it. It's just gonna be really steep, but that is possible. You're hearing their heavy cannons going off right now. Delete the bodies behind them here in some small chunks. And they are starting to go for a swim.
Okay, you're gonna go. Thanks.
So you got two guys crossing. I mean, that's going to be dangerous here. At this point, no activity, but if I angle on that light post...
Alpha, this Bravo, where are you? Still
where
on
the
double?
hell did my AT round go? Don't give me that crap.
Of you,
There it is. Okay.
200 meters.
So yeah, that bore sight's completely off.
This is
Because it's
Bravo.
going to
Can anyone
that top
confirm
dash
that was a
instead.
tank or something?
I don't know.
How's the light?
But I feel...
Woo! They were under that, that's for sure, but at least putting some rounds across the way right there.
Well, shit, the zeroing doesn't work on the rifles.
Mac, can you come to where I am right now and fucking hold the southeastern road and I'll help Bravo?
Can you actually
so
come
still
here
covering that route.
the command element and push across the river right we're supposed to?
Okay, but then no one's holding our flank.
Well, no shit, we need to get over the bridge. We don't have forces to hold the bridge while we push into the southern area.
No, I mean,
Ground is Bravo. There's some invisible wall here. So we can't cross the.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come up right there then if that's the case. Just because sometimes you can't seem to like get onto certain things, but now they're gonna come back instead.
This is Bravo. Yeah, fucking. There's an invisible wall there. We can't get up on there.
Yeah, they can just Arma physics
Wow.
being Arma physics. I think they're coming back now. Not sure why they didn't try to go off to the right. Maybe whatever is right here blocking them is just kind of blocking them in a circle. But yeah, that's just sometimes the limitations of swimming.
Every single part of my body is yellow.
Yeah.
Side.
Get the swimmers onto the shore.
Say again.
Can you teleport the swimmers onto the shore?
Yeah, stand by. Let's see if they can get actually on the shore, and if they can, I'll put them up there. Just the one Korvac. Again, I'm minimizing what I'm doing for my CP right now because of CPU overheat issue. Yeah, no, they're getting caught. I don't know. What is that, hazmat hobo?
Hi, this is Bravo.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that issue. When I tested this op 2 weeks ago, I was able to make it across under, so who the hell knows at this point?
Fucking people. They're still shooting at us and we push. Oh, there's still people there. Fuck me, I guess.
Oh my god.
I got shot. Watch fire.
Chabo, I need you. Chabo, don't push, don't push, don't push. Chabo, I need you here. There's fucking people
That was beautiful.
behind the fucking little thing on the other side.
That was actually beautiful.
Hey, long as they go.
I'm cooking. Yeah, he just died to the Willie. If it looks like Danny just hopped into the damn water. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get back up there because of that weird invisible wall issue, but the whole reason I gave him Willie Pete is to be able to bombard these positions anyway, so. We'll see if he swims around. Alright, I'm going to hop over to this position, start copying my full squads here. Now it's going to get a little more difficult, but now I can start deleting my bodies in the bridge here, including the wreck.
Right, let me know when you're secured the bridge head.
Are you firm?
That should be good for all that. Yeah, let me get Danny up there. Oh yeah, no, it really doesn't let people up there.
We've got contact on top of the hill southeast. Near the windmill.
Yeah, the water is just hellish. I don't know what to say, like that's...
The other side of the bridge. We're gonna move on to southwest.
Copy, Bravo, climb up the hill again.
Hey,
It's just shooting up in the air now. Oh, that's beautiful.
Keep pushing. Alright, I need everyone to get up.
Hell, Ram.
Wasn't able to get the shot off before he took me out. It's a good shot there.
Hell, Ram.
Just pure panic.
Grounding it. Go. Where are you?
They brought this car up here that they're using to cover.
The road south.
Explains why the AI aren't pathfinding back up in the ground, though, if it's too steep. It's because they get caught right there.
B, once you get over the bridge, start heading down the road.
you talk to us. Ground?
Good shot.
Probably?
No, to Bravo.
Copy.
Get him in a, I don't know why my text is so big right now either. That's something I gotta look into. And I got a machine machine gun right there. I haven't crewed yet, so.
All call signs. This is Bravo. Our call sign now is going to be mountain goats.
Not good be okay now.
Just the Kabuks Jaegers. Cool. What the fuck they called? Oh yeah, Bravo. You wanna?
Oh, you have your gun out. Oh my god.
Bravo, if you wanna leave your vehicle somewhere near the street, shoot out and get the two guys with you up the hill if you need more infantry up there.
Did Hobo just disappear?
Thursday, can you
Hobo has active camouflage, that's
if you
why.
need more infantry up there,
interesting.
Somewhere near the bridgehead.
Copy.
Huh. He's a ghost. Okay. I can work with that. I'm not going to ask questions. Because questions lead to answers that I don't even want to know at that point. Alright, you got these guys down here. Slowly fighting up the street. The water ate him and the ghost is the only thing left behind. Yeah, I believe it. It's a heli in disguise. Grenade just went off. Engaging this other one coming out right here. Miss. Alright, you got those forces working on that regard. Let them slowly fight their way up here. I'm going to set this group to prone. Though they do have a very limited sight line, but we'll wait for the players to get a little closer here. I want to keep the bodies down here, because we also have some flanking shots going, and these guys are otherwise just trying to climb the hilltop at this point. And they're still working on some of their wounded.
This is Bravo. We've just made it to the top of the hill, near the first windmill.
Copy, you just need to clear along the hill.
But yeah, the bush is very thick here, but it looks like they're starting to cross their forces.
Understand?
Hey, phone.
I'm curious, though. I thought they had a second gun truck with them. They brought it with them because I don't see it at the start. I'm just trying to find where they left it. Oh, they've left it back here. I guess it just, this got destroyed. Okay. Because it's looking downward.
This is Bravo. We spotted about 2 squads just past the third windmill on the northwest side.
Yeah, but we'll see if we get some gun tracks on that.
Can you mark it? I've got an SPG that can bonk it.
Hey folks, wait one.
Everyone else keep pushing. Ignore the people on the other side drive for now, except for the gun truck.
This is Bravo inspired 2 CI squads.
Trying to get these guys to run down, but I think they want to stay entrenched up there, so try to have them take a knee and take cover, but not much I can do beyond that. Looks like they're picking off those infantry on that flank. Yeah, where's my AT guy? I'm gonna end up backblasting you, dude.
Alright, we're being shot at. Full squad south, southwest of the bridge. Little peninsula thingy. Fuck. Yep, right there. And a bit to the left of that.
Hazmat, you good up there?
Oh god, the wind's blowing my rounds back.
We're good. We're just trying to find our way to contact.
I think they're rearming and repairing the Vics right now as they field them. This group might cause an issue. Karn just got hit in the head. Gonna run up right here and prep that AT. Yeah, very strong wind, right? It arcs better than a potato gun.
Not so much your back, there's like what you. Lux, you're being shot at.
Oh, those rounds are going way over. Oh, Chaboka's just... Ooh. He found the RPD gunner. The RPD gunner said hello. And Chabokas was never the same. Alright, that guy I'm going to go ahead and delete. The guys up here I'm going to delete as well. Keep a few bodies on the road because they will eventually have to pull back. Otherwise, I'm occasionally just sending a squad up, and as they, you know, naturally push up here. So we're going to find Chabokas shot the shit. That RPG gunner immediately firing.
Alright, I need help up here.
That SCG slaps, man. It's a very... It's like the progenitor to an assault rifle.
Repeat.
Be advised, Hazmat's fairly incapacitated. We're still
I'd
engaging
cover
with two
us
squads
for
east
now.
of us.
I need one person at least on the road watching that Lux is not getting fucked. Chavo,
Yeah, the problem is once the road is where the hill needs to be.
I know.
Bravo, let's all back on that.
Chavo
Gonna
did the
reload.
dump, so we're a bit stuck right now.
Tank hunter is down.
Just be behind the fucking ridge, the fucking MG gunner.
Oh. Oh! He just blew my head off. I got a hit on him, but he blew my freaking head off. Oh, that was beautiful. The STG, I think that one is from Prairie Fire, which, you know, it was originally from the Unsun mod, but yeah, no, it is quite beefy. Actually, no, it might still be from Unsun, actually. I don't think they ported it to Prairie Fire yet, so... It is quite nice. I'd say, compared to the SCG and Ironfront, it's a lot better, because the one in Ironfront just has a really bad recoil.
Think they're on the road, southeast.
No, the...
Oh, that's her house.
Yeah, next house.
East. Do we have Carlos still? We have people behind us.
And you see him moving around to the right of that car, and now he's running behind it. Hey, Redo Homo, thanks for dropping by.
We've dealt with the contacts, 2 men down.
Yeah, they're still here. I pull back around Laxi. Back around Laxi.
Yeah, they keep using the bushes and we can't fucking see them.
I don't want to absolutely shoot that vehicle to shit because that's their triple R Vic, but Kinnikin's using it to cover. That's why I'm hitting him with it. Yeah, this squad all the way up here on its own isn't really a good idea. They need to have more support, but yeah, they're firing through the bushes right now. Because I'm utilizing them to move troops up. Otherwise, they're utilizing their heavy guns here. Yeah, right, Wild Fox, that would be the day.
Going for another rearm.
Otherwise, op's going pretty well. This could go up to 2 hours. Just because you got this group up on the ridge, they're running 2 guys back. For what reason, I don't know, and the rest of them seem to be running down this way. Yeah, this force now coming down the ridge. So otherwise, they're choosing to hunker down right there at that point. They've dug themselves a little spider hole. And you still see heavy caliber, or high calibers hitting that area. Just blew that guy's legs off.
Windmill area, use force to move down towards the road.
So their objective right now is to move down to secure this area and then pull back and then take this area down here, and then that'll be mission complete.
There's the Bravo. Send.
I will start eventually running out of manpower. I think I only have 2 or 3 squads left. I will admit I haven't been keeping the exact track of it down, but I know it was at least 10 to 15. Yard work with heavy guns, yeah. I think they're heading back to get that Vic, because I can't think of any other reason why they would push back. Uh-oh. Hey, you know you can, like, shoot them, right?
Souls down. Medics down.
A quick 180 of, wait a minute!
Keep security. Yeah, pull security.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that was great! Oh, that was pretty damn funny! Oh! That 180, man, holy crap. I'm just like, wait, just shush, shush. I almost got my ammo in. Give me a second. Yep, so they came back for this. So the gun turret is still active. They just abandoned it because they were ordered to climb the hill, and I think they have 1 gun car per squad at this point. Ah, oh, that damn 180. So now you got the squad bypassing. There's still a good chunk of forces down in the low ground here.
This is Bravo. We made it onto the MSR. Our mark is accurate.
Yeah, how long?
Bravo, a truck is demounted and heading towards ground post.
Alright, so Bravo's still heading down here. Kinnikin just got flanked and annihilated. They really need to stop heading down individually through the bushes here, because they keep getting overwhelmed at that point. Alright, so you got that 1 squad going. I'm gonna bring out AT and harass. Trying to make sure I don't accidentally backblast anyone. Alright, let's see where that round goes. That might be too far at that point because we are on a higher ground.
Low ground on the right. There's still enemies there. Even RPGs.
Oh, wait. Ooh, no, that was perfect.
Fuck me.
So every time we RC a unit, the default radio setting is 60 where their first squad is.
Somewhere southwest along the on the hill.
Oh, so some of them throwing way too high and they're detonating before they can land.
Seems to be coming from the south.
That's cute.
I need a
There he goes. Some of these guys in the bush. Alright, otherwise, that appears to now be clear. They're moving up in this low ground. Compared to that area, I mean, that's right now the high ground you could consider. So I'm just going to maneuver some remaining forces around. Anything over here I'm going to delete off. We can delete the bodies on this far side as well. Anything else? Delete the bodies on that little island
Probably
there.
can just keep moving along the road.
And then that should be it for the forces right here. It's going to be a bit of an easier push. Did Danny just get knocked off of the little ridge there? Because now he's down there. I mean, this is a beautiful map, don't get me wrong. Oh, yes, Tabby, I happen to agree with you on that stance. It is quite fun to watch them from above. Just make sure you always play on the ground, too, otherwise. This perspective, it's really easy to misconstrue things from... Where, you know, if you play on the ground, you'll at least know how things work.
Through the ASL.
Because it's very easy to, you know, Zeus only and then become very malicious. I see it all the time. How was Pay for Pain? Pay for Pain Daisy was pretty good. The reason you haven't seen it on the VOD channel yet is because we're like 4 days ahead on the VOD channel, so you probably won't see it till Wednesday at this rate. Maybe even Thursday. Actually, no, that's a lie, because we put up Friday Night Fight stuff today, so tomorrow will be the Daisy Paper Pain then. That'll be the first thing, probably at around 9 or 10 a.m. Maybe as late as 11, depending on the upload schedule. But we're already prepping the next one for this Friday, which will be at 8 o'clock. It's not meant to be a dedicated Pay for Pain, but instead it's going to be like a wave defense style scenario. And we're increasing the prices of bears like 4-fold because those things were just abusive. But I do like this. They're sighting for the gun right here. The back Marine's using binos to range for the gun, and then you got Risen, who only has, you know, this little cross sight, firing up that direction, and Mac Marine's telling them how close he is to hitting them and whatnot. Oh yeah, no, people, we had, at least I remember 2 scenes of people just outright screaming from the event. It was pretty funny.
Thank you.
There'll still be doors, but they'll be able to break the doors down, since I won't be using, still be using some animals, but not all. I'll make sure animals are mixed with stuff that can break down doors, but ladders is what we're going to ban, because that's what was abused. Yeah, the church tower was one of them, where we, that was pretty funny overall. Alright, so we got one squad going up to Overwatch here on the left, another squad pushing here.
No, I know.
My one saving grace here is going to be this PKT turret, which I think is actually just a PKP with a tripod.
Okay, fam.
You won't be able to pay for teleports, but you will be able to pay for hordes. So nothing to individually screw with players, because again, this isn't meant to be like a dedicated Daisy event. But, you know, you can add stuff to it should you choose to. But I went over how I'm going to break down pay for pain style stuff in the latest Patreon post, which I linked to everyone on the my Discord. So at least with you know, a notification. I'm thinking we'll do 6 of those a year, and then an additional 6 events that allow for people to at least buy stuff to screw with the players directly, but dedicated pay-for-pain stuff, every month, every other month, something like that. Probably every other month, but again, new territory. It also opens the idea of, oh gosh, he's getting friendly fired.
Hold fire. Hold fire on the fucking villa.
What is your current strength, Bravo?
This is Bravo. We've got 2 on the truck and 6 on me.
That was one of the friendly turrets shooting at their own guys there, so Karn just yelled up the chain to hold fire because he was getting blue on blue there. But another thing we're going to be working on is, since there's one of the major mod frameworks for DayZ has been necroing an old AI mod for DayZ, and recently released it, I think 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, give or take. We're going to be looking into that because that's going to be the closest we can get to Arma 4. So I'm going to be researching that in a few weeks after I take care of everything else I need to take care of.
Alright, start moving.
I got it back.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, righto, Tabby. If you want a nice entry-level community, I would recommend TSB these days because it's gotten very casual, in my opinion. And if you want a more hardcore community, I can name you a few.
Ground vehicles that you push towards combat.
Or if you still want casual, there's a few I know of as well. I'm always happy to direct people to different communities and whatnot. But, you know, Arma's a sandbox game. It all depends on what you're looking for. All right, now this I want to watch.
This is Bravo.
Oh, come on. Why were you looking over to the left? You just had to keep down the sight line. Oh, you disappointment. Oof. All right, that's all cleared out. Big sad. Can you block off ladders by spawning objects? Yeah, I was gonna put some
Copy.
I was gonna put some room dividers in front of the ladders because that stops it, stops them from climbing it. But I can also spawn boxes or stuff to block it as well.
Bravo, get clear the villas interior.
Alpha,
Copy.
Alpha, you are clearing it off.
Friendly wiggling.
Around the villa.
They're yelling to toss
Okay,
grenades.
the docks clear.
Yeah, reasonably, except for falls.
Oh yeah.
Those are friendlies.
Why the fuck did you guys let
Alright, Bravo, keep pushing along the road towards the west.
I fucking hate all of you.
They did, and it was guys up here that were
Stay on
shooting at you.
the coast if you can. We're moving towards the docks near the lighthouse. Or the boy.
Ground, this is iMessage over.
Yeah.
We have another platoon of troops nearby your current location. We're assuming that's you guys down at 180016 break. We have friendly spotters on the western mountain range as well, coordinating with another platoon to clear this side break. We're not seeing any other Soviet forces on this side of the river break. We're requesting you pull back to before the bridge and start clearing down that riverway, over.
Rank on my copy.
I can't see you now.
Ground, this is high. I recommend you just mount up and drive back to the bridge location. Scouts from the break from the western mountain are able to see all the way up to that bridge. They're starting to see some movement from the far east moving towards that bridge, but everything between you, or your position, and the bridge itself should be clear, and probably remain clear until you get up there, unless you take more than like 15 minutes to deploy. Over.
Yep. Alright, nerds, mount your trucks.
That's Zeus for, hey, I'm not going to spawn anything between you and this other position,
vehicle,
so
you're not gonna
utilize
use
that
them
to your
anyway.
advantage. You know, go get the mission done. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, they shot the shit out of that Vic. All right.
Grant, can you load up the PKM static so we can re-yoink
What does
it?
that just say?
Say again?
Is no one listening on radio except me?
There's a lot of chatter in the Vic, so it wasn't.
Boost up the radio, set it on both ears, or just turn intercom if you have it, or just tell them to shut up. Anyways, leave the statics, we're not going to use them anyway.
Yeah, but we can yoink them. Re-yoink them when we fucking fight against the Russians.
I'm not metagaming here. Let's not waste any more time.
Karn, he has his guy handling triple R, yoinking the statics, so don't worry about it.
Nice.
There's a feature I have in this campaign where the more stuff they take, the more the Germans are going to be developed. So he's telling his commander, take the PKM so it counts for that. And and Mac Marine's trying to say, okay, yeah, we are, just don't worry about it. He's already having it done. But he doesn't want it to be utilized at the squad level because they've already gone through an hour of playtime here, and they're trying to make the 90-minute deadline. Tabby, I will admit it is a bit of a hurdle at the beginning, but they've got some pretty good tutorials on it. But it'll take you a year or two to fully learn all the controls, in my opinion. That's just how it works. Wow, that is not the formation I wanted you to do. That is literally not the formation I wanted you to do. I told you to go in a line. That is not a line. That's like a freaking right echelon, you goobers. Literally the worst formation you could have chosen. Wanted you all to get on this ridge so you could, like, you know, set up a nice fire line here. Instead, you just... good God. Stop it. You're still in a wedge. There you go. Start forming that. For the love of God. AI be AI. Alright, so I'm waiting for Guest finish loading everything up. I think he's doing some minor repairs. I'm going to go ahead and delete bodies. He left the PKT, but I'm still going to count that the PKT's looted, so... doesn't matter. Very smart AI. Yeah, well, you know. I can dream, damn it. Oh, they're looking down here, wondering where everything is. Yeah, they don't realize that they're already up there. Yeah, I set everything up to the bridge. You guys started moving past the bridge. Therefore, the warranty's expired, but wow, they're,
Yeah, right, you move back to clear the head-on first path, if you will.
Soul, I need you to come.
Oh, God, is that actually going to hit him? Oh, they hit behind him. Woohoo! That's another rocket. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Willie Pete, that's going to cook those three guys off. All right. The reason I manually kill them off is because the Willie Pete's a little awkward with its damage model. So I do it manually. So let's be honest, that thing, if you're in that cloud, you are going to... You're not going to have a good time.
That was a fucking hot dismount.
I'll say.
Oh yeah, that one right behind him.
Oh, there's more people down here. Let's push all the way down to the shore.
It appears we both need to reload. Oh God, you have a friend. P4's charging ahead, good God.
Well, make sure we clear all the way down to the shore, because
they ran out of ammo. Christ, get on this side. Crazy. Alright, let's just start throwing the rest of the squads up here. They have to clear down to this position. Do I have a search and garrison order? No. So what I can do is give a manual order. No, I don't want that. Search area. Can I do search nearby building? No. Ah, whatever. I think they're reacting to it, but we'll check back on them. I can also always have a force back here. Definitely in a line formation and crouched. Come up and skyline on that ridge and fire rockets down from above. Let's see if I can fold those forces back. Which they don't appear to want to, so I'm going to manually reset them. There we go. Now I need to hop back, grab that group. That was an infantry guy, not a group. Grab that. We should be good. Allegedly. I don't know how to use the EM. What do you mean by EM? Chiropractor can't fix what he did to the player's back, yeah.
Uncrewed, on the road.
Ace Medical can, though.
Okay, what kind of weapons does he have? If you like that gun truck more, you can switch to it from your current AA1.
Now we're starting to get this force up here on the ridge.
What the fuck is happening? Okay, what is southeast?
Hey, gun trucks. Gun trucks on the hillside there, then doesn't count with RPGs, so careful.
I think that was it on the rockets. Trying to hit that with,
People, watch your fucking frags. Alpha's on the shore right next to that.
the RPGs there. I can go ahead and start deleting more of these bodies back here.
All of those?
Yep, that was at least 3 cars. AA vehicles or vehicles are currently dealing with that target.
The Vics are backing away. You're seeing the bodies starting to get heavily ragdolled here because of those explosive rounds. We're also firing some RPGs up this hill as well. Woo! Gunfire starting to die down. I need to have a second wave prepped. Let's go ahead and start throwing them out in this direction. Wow, that is literally like the worst place you could have set up. All right, I'm impressed in a really bad way. Amazing, guys.
This is Bravo. Eastern contact is clear at this time.
Roger. Keep pushing to the end point. Let's get that fully cleared out, and hopefully the incursion will end at that point. Over.
They just meant the hillside.
Oh, Roger. You lied to me. I thought you were done. Or at least finishing up with that. AI, you're right. Ace Medical can't fix the mental trauma. No matter how nice the settings are.
Go ahead for Bravo.
You have the Dishka truck, right?
You're about to watch all of their frames
Leave
come
your
back.
AA truck here and you cruise to that one. This is probably way more effective. If you need ammo, we have resupply. Let's just keep it one vehicle. You don't spend all of your men into the vehicles.
Copy.
Ooh. Mwah. Balancing around 45 frames, that's, honestly, anything above 30 is a godsend in Arma 3.
We also have a Dishka vehicle to the northwest of the tunnel entrance. Alpha, if you want to switch, go to that as well.
Nope. We had like 3 of them in the tunnel.
Wait, you didn't bring any of them up.
Well, yeah, because I was yelled at to push across the bridge.
Kind of come through back to the tunnel, but anyways, at least we'll have those. I guess we can capture them.
Wild Fox, I would say Arma 3 Zeusing is just being a dungeon master in D&D, and then a janitor of cleaning everything up. And then a server expert when something goes horribly wrong for no apparent reason, and you have to figure out why. Oh, and if you want to be, if you want to have a mean definition, then you can just say it's a daycare. That's only if your player base is being utterly, utterly dumb. Which every community has a day like that. Even spectating, I've seen player bases be really silly. Whew.
Bravo, can you update your marker?
I am a part of TSB Crabwalker. I just don't play as often as I Zeus for them, mainly because of Mr. Russia hitting the servers every time I stream. And I don't want to be that level of detriment, so nowadays I just play there and I either record the op or I just play there for the sake of playing. But I've also been really busy these past 2 months overall with a bunch of stuff, so I haven't had that much time to play on the ground. But no, I used to,
watch the Southern Hill. I don't need any more.
I used to run TSB. I stepped down from that about a year ago, just because running a community on top of everything else was a bit too much. And then, you know, that also got my Twitch account banned for a month, but that's a whole other story, and that was like 3 years ago, give or take. But no, there's some communities where I both play on the ground and Zeus for. There's some that I strictly only Zeus for, and then there's some that I only strictly play on the ground for. TMTM and the 38th are communities, for example, that I strictly only play on the ground for. I don't have a hand in mission making there, either due to lack of interest or lack of I don't want to touch it. OFCRA and Friday Night Fights, for example, I only commentate for PvP stuff. I don't even touch a Zeus interface, nor do I even play, just because it's fun to watch, in my opinion. And then... Actually, right now, I wouldn't say there's a community I strictly Zeus for at the moment, because POG I do play on the ground with on Tuesdays sometimes, as well as in other events.
The enemies are now,
and then the 506 is one where I do Zeus and play on the ground as well, alternating Wednesdays, but, you know, TSB is the same mode. Also, because a few months ago I stepped away from contract gigs, which is another slang term I use for places where I only Zeus for and don't play on the ground for, simply because it just takes so long to set up those relationships, and they only want to pay you like a few $100s at most. Usually it's a lot less than that. They have a fit whenever I charge more than 150, to be honest, but that's for literally like 10 hours of work. So it's not worth it, in my opinion.
I was way too far.
I was way too far. What did the Blue King ever do to you?
Vehicles before you start clearing the compound. If everyone's got.
Was that the second squad that eventually made it? Wow, yeah, that got scuffed pretty hard. But yeah, no, there's a whole thing of what I do these days in regards to business models, or if I just want to, you know, go into a community to play, because I'm actually not allowed to talk about that. I'm under NDA. Never mind. But there's also stuff that I don't even stream or record that I play for my own satisfaction. And then there's stuff that happens. I've also been getting into DayZ a lot recently, so. Have I ever seen a mask cast the scale of that NCR up? You're talking about the NCR op where they sieged Jacobstown and they just drove in there and got themselves completely killed. I have not seen, because that was a specific one. Actually, no, it wasn't a one life op. I made it multi-life last second because I had a feeling, and that feeling was completely justified. I haven't seen a mass cas at that level since, in my opinion. And I'm genuinely trying to think. We've had like a squad get mass cas, but not like the entire platoon due to absolute stupidity. I think the only other times I've seen it of recent note are moments in Friday night fights, but that's just Arma 3 PvP, so. No, that is still like one of the dumbest missions where I've seen the player base just go full stupid. I guess proportionately, there's been a POG op or two where they've completely mass cast themselves because they also decided to charge right in and get themselves killed, but well, it's only that. All right, an hour, 21 minutes. Yeah, they can get this remaining stuff cleared within 15. Another reason why I'm only having today's op be an hour and a half is, you know, other than the fact that this is to finish up an op that already started, is I'm trying to minimize the amount of time where I know my CPU is going above like 80 degrees Celsius. Until I get the new CPU cooler. Which is tomorrow afternoon. TMTM, yes, has also had some pretty nasty mass-cas events, but I can't speak of them because I only play for them on the ground, so I don't know when they have those moments. Have you missed a lot? Yes, so we're actually at the last stretch, believe it or not. You on your gaming laptops at 90 degrees. Yeah, but I mean, I've had this computer for 5 years. That CPU, I think, is only 3.5 years old, but I want to keep its integrity because I want to turn this computer into the streaming computer when I make the new computer in about a week and a half. That guy just ate a rocket. Oh my god.
Yeah, go, you
Do you know where the RNR Vic is?
I don't know.
Hold fire!
Flux, do you know where they are?
Do it.
I think that was your own big.
That went over.
Yeah, I don't see the fucking Vic.
They all literally looked up and shot me! All of them literally just looked up and blew me away! I was gonna run up and do something stupid like a triple headshot do-re me, but they all literally just looked up! Like they're freaking alerted Solid Snake freaking exclamation point over the head. Done! And then they just blew me away. Oh my god! Oh! I swear it's moments like that that want to make me get back into editing my highlights because that would be so freaking funny. I'm gonna... If I have the time this week, I want to do that. Oh my god. That was beautiful. That was actually beautiful. How are the bodies behind them? Yeah, we can start taking care of that again in chunks. Uh-oh. Well, it was pretty damn funny, alright? No one can tell me otherwise. It's pretty damn funny. That's also one of the reasons why I like doing all this stuff, because I'm actually a little teary-eyed right now from that one. What I encounter in these scenarios is priceless. In my honest dog shit opinion. Looks like Gizov found him. All I hear is the sound of mouses being abused to shoot Liru. You're not wrong. You know what I've really liked this entire operation, though? How smooth the frames have been. Just mwah. That, I think, has been another highlight here.
Alright, boys, hard to clear the buildings considering we're entering town. You're going to need a vehicle to get to.
Yeah, this RPG does not like,
The guy's pulling out an RPG!
Good shot. But the panic in Karn's voice right there, too. Well, the issue is it hops up on the short-range sight, and it's... I don't have enough experience shooting that RPG point blank to properly aim it. Plus, I don't want to outright murder every single person with RPGs. I mean, that would be a little too mean. I've hit a few, and then some I do just to panic them.
We're punching each other up at this time.
Nope.
Good copy, you're touching each other.
No.
And then one group over here, because this is the final fight, essentially. Which they're still back here. I think they were, yeah, bringing someone back from the dead, that's for sure. Well, Falcon, that's because it's you. See, people pay me a lot of money to bully you specifically. What the hell are they laughing about? Oh my god.
There's still a guy.
We know, they just keep coming.
Bravo trying to react.
Must be nice. I know, Falcon, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, I love
Falcon
it.
is one of my income sources. I know.
This is what AA guns are for.
Though, nowadays he's more of a DayZ income instead of an Arma 3 income. So I only bully him in DayZ accordingly if he shows up to events, but... I don't know when Falcon's gonna play again. And Falcon, yeah, you're at the same mindset then that Azariah and Scandia Recon arrived to, I want to say 2 years ago. A lot of PvE stuff for Arma 3 just bores them. So rather than trying it in a different community or finding a more malicious Zeus, they've decided to either go purely PvP or look into other games. Also, that guy just literally had his chest blown out. Big ouch. Now see, if I want to make this a little harder for the final fight, I can turn these up to another 10% in accuracy. I never go above 35% though.
Alpha's contract is Bravo home fire. We'll deal with it in contact.
Fair enough, Falcon. Yeah, you've done most of the stuff, I know. That's why I was really excited to bring this campaign out, because this is something that I know a lot of people haven't tried yet. Just with alt history and playing around with the Unsun mod and having a lot of stuff to work with here. You did go above 35, it's 36%. You know what I mean. There will always be people to nitpick. Good God. Yeah, when I died then that last RC, because I instantly died when I RC'd and I lost my ability to RC because it broke that system.
You get rearm now. Both of us might get rearm.
Maybe not.
Good God. Here, there's only 2 units left. Normally, I just dedicate that to RCing, but instead... I got one guy left over here, and he's not really even doing anything. Come on. Come on. Do something special. And you died. Well, I tried. Was his hand up? Was he throwing something? No? Okay, well, that's GG. Yes, you excel, but again, I'm limited based off of the mod set, but I've got some ideas. I'm gonna be honest, I like Mike Force. I think Mike Force, it's like Liberation or Anastasia. You have to have a cool group of people to work with, all right? Me talking about how to assault a village named KOK Cock with a bunch of veterans and SOG vets as well from the actual Vietnam War and making them all laugh about it. That's what sells it for me. But, you know, if you're just playing with a bunch of dudes and the whole environment's dry, then yeah, I understand. I do agree as well, Falcon, that Unsun will never be beaten, but the whole reason why there's been a massive delay in new releases of CDLCs is because Bohemia wants all of the releases to be at Prairie Fire's level. So you might see it with the next CDLC, but we'll see. That is an A firm. Looks like the fighting has died down, according to the position a little further down the river. Stand by for index, over.
Oh.
Yeah, went about an hour and a half. I expected that to take that long, and we went an hour and a half and 1 minute over.